After a disappointing outing at Northlands, I'm hoping for a better day today at Kings Links. And I have to say, despite all of the beautiful mountain and parkland golf we have in Vancouver, Kings Links continues to be my favorite layout. We're playing the blue tees at 6,400 yards today. And I didn't think I'd ever have to be this guy, but if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe so that I can make more of them. I start the day with a good drive and a short iron in on one. It misses pin high just a bit right of the green, and for the first of many times today, I'm putting through the fringe. That one's fine, and we'll start with a par. On the second hole, I opt for the conservative route rather than cutting the water, and 200 with a hybrid is all you need off this tee. This one isn't hit fantastically, but I'm inside 100 yards. The wind is blowing strong right, and I take aim to the left, and the ball goes straight there. This is a tough putt through the fringe, and getting it inside 6 feet is very difficult. And I'll have about 10 feet for par here, and have to settle for bogey. On stroke hole 1 I hit a great drive, and the teeth of this hole is the green complex, but approaching it inside 100 certainly makes it easier. This one winds up just short right of the pin. And I thought this birdie putt might drop, but no complaints with a par here. The fourth hole is playing straight into the wind today, and I hit a 4 hybrid about the number, but it ends up in a swale left of the green. I try to chip through it, and that fails. I try to putt through it, and that fails. And now we're putting still from off the green for bogey. And just like that, we're going to find our first double bogey of the day. The play on 5 is hitting the ball over the waist area, but I hook it into the waist area. And here from 100 yards I hit maybe the best shot I've ever hit on the channel. It pitches left of the pin and rolls right at it. It almost drops for eagle, and we're happy with birdie. The 6th hole is more or less a carbon copy of the 4th hole par 3. This time I opt for an iron and miss it in the bunker. And I hit this one way past the pin, but after blading a few out of bunkers lately, I'm not too disappointed. There's good distance control on this lag putt here, and we'll tap in for bogey. The 7th is the easiest hole on the course, and the only big decision is whether to go for the green. And from about 240 here, I'm really out of range and should lay up. And instead I find some bunkers protecting the green about 50 yards out. I fat it out of the bunker, and now we're going to try to get up and down. And that's a shank. I think my first one ever on the channel. We opt to putt with the hybrid here, and that's not very good either. And we missed this 15-foot breaker, and have found our second double of the day. On 8 I hit a good drive up the left side, and there's a back pin here, and long of it is really not good. And I knew the second I hit this, that even though it was on the flagstick, it was going to run through the green. This is another putt through a big swale, and this one's better judged, and I'll tap in for par. This could have been a turning point of the round. This drive on 9 that I was trying to take over the water goes very high and misses into the water. And from about 210 with the hybrid here, over the water on my 3rd shot, a lot of bad things can happen. Instead, it's 8 feet above the hole, and I knock in a great par to close the 9. A couple of brain fart doubles aside, I was happy with the way I was hitting the ball on the front, and I'm trying to carry some momentum into the back. I hit another good drive here, and unfortunately it winds up in the middle of a divot. And I chunk it out of the divot to a spot just short of the green, and we'll have another tough lag putt through the fringe here. It crests this hill here, and breaks hard towards the hole. And we'll start the back with a par. On 11, I take dead aim at 2 pop bunkers on the right, and it flies pretty much straight at the target. I actually hit hybrid here, and the goal is just to get the ball inside 100. From 75 yards, I'm taking dead aim at this flagstick, but a recurring theme continues. It's through the green, and I'm putting uphill all the way to the green until it starts coming down, and from about 6 feet, I tidy up for par. 12 is a 90-degree right angle dogleg, and I place this 3-wood pretty well. This shot is playing straight downwind, and I bunt it up there, but it lands a bit short, and once again we have one of these putts. This one was not well judged, and I fail to convert for par, and will walk away with bogey. A short iron into this pin is one I can definitely take aim at. It fades a bit off the pin and about 20 feet past, and I push this putt, which I knew immediately, but will take par. This is another good drive up the left side on 14, and trying to get as close to the green as I can with the 3-wood, I chunk it a bit. And from inside 100, I decide I'm not going long this time. I landed on the front of the green, and it rolls up to about 12 or 15 feet. And I overread this one a bit, and will take par. The shot tracer didn't want to find this ball, but it misses short left in the bunker, and that's a particularly bad bunker shot, and we'll have about a 20-foot side hill putt here. It misses a bit low, and that's another bogey. This is the highlight of the round. 16 is a long, tough par 4, and I play it up the left to cut some yards off, and wind up with 190 in from a side hill lie, and hit a big, high raking draw that's on line but a bit short of the green. And from about 35 feet short of the green, we convert an unlikely birdie. I usually hit hybrid on 17, and today I grab a wood and smother hook it. And the best option here is to chip out, rather than playing at 170 over the water from a tough lie. Let's just get it on the green, 2-putt, and get out with bogey. This is a tough 2-putt. I judge the break well, but don't quite give it enough. But a confident stroke on this one will let me make bogey. 18 is a tough finisher, and it's not lost on me that a par will allow me to escape with a sub-80 round. A good drive, and a good hybrid here, and you'll see my reaction knowing that the score is probably safe today. This long look at birdie is pretty good, and I'll tap in for par. To recap this round, we only hit 5 greens in regulation today, but we used the flat stick 27 times on the green, 36 times total. So 45% of our strokes today were with the flat stick, and it mostly cooperated, which allowed us to get out with a sub-80 round, which is good revenge after our last one.